What's up, y'all? It's Chris. I'm back with another reaction video. This time we got Lecrae, and it's called "Ain't Watched the Party Die." Now, we know that Kendrick Lamar mentioned Lecrae in his last song, saying, "What would Lecrae do?" And I guess we're about to find out. But before we get into it, I just want to thank each and every one of you for tuning in and the 100 subscribers that I got. I finally just reached 100 subscribers, which I actually think is really good. It's considering I've just only started this for a couple of weeks. So we'll keep them coming. We'll keep videos. We'll keep music coming. I got an anime release coming next. But with that being said, let's get into the song. Beat is smooth, just smooth.
I was wrestling like, should I write a verse? The culture got enough clout chasing vultures out here, trying to prove they worth. They need attention. They can't imagine me not trying to make myself look bigger off of this Kendrick mention. I can't imagine his position. Before I got on my mission, I was a party victim. I bought the party favors. I used my trauma, my single mama, to justify commas to pay the devil's wages.
Man, let's think about that. Like, obviously, Lecrae is a Christian rapper. And obviously here and in his other songs, he had no problem being vulnerable and where he came from. And I especially love stuff like this when he talk about, with respect of, Watch the Party Die and Kendrick, he's like, hey, I used to be a part of the party. Jeez. And then he talks about how he used that to justify, making money. Let's run it back a little bit.
Prove they worth. They need attention. They can't imagine me not trying to make myself look bigger off of this Kendrick mention. I can't imagine his position. Before I got on my mission, I was a party victim. I bought the party favors. I used my trauma, my single mama, to justify commas to pay the devil's wages. Whew. That probably went over their heads. Basically what I said is I was government fed, bred for doing time in the feds, but Jesus bled. Instead of putting dents in their head, he turned his.
Ooh. Let's look at that lyric again. That probably went over their heads. Basically what I said was I was government fed, and I'm obviously, a lot of that. I think there's a lot of people who may understand what that means, like living off of food stamps. Back in the day, there was a whole government cheese. There's always been like this government cheese joke. And then he was bred for doing time in the fence, but Jesus bled. Like, so a part of unfortunately, a part of like a lot of black culture is this sense, like, that a lot of black men especially go to jail. And I think that's what he's talking about here. Like, I was born for doing time, bred for doing time in the fence. Like, so I was born for that, but he started talking about Jesus bled. Instead of putting dents in their head, he turned heads. So he tried to say that, I had to turn into something else. I had to take a different route.
Went over their heads. Basically what I said is I was government fed, bred for doing time in the feds, but Jesus bled. Instead of putting dents in their head, he turned his. My cup runneth over with nonsense. They hearts grow colder, they love to do evil, they burn their conscience. I want the dealer's head who gave my cousin fentanyl. Labels exploiting rapping addicts, man, I'm sick of y'all. My dad.
Okay. Labels exploring rapping addicts, man, I'm sick of y'all. I want to run it back to this line here. We talk about, I want the dealer's head who gave my cousin fentanyl. I think not everybody does, but I got a personal experience with, a family member of mine damn near overdosing, and you think about that type of thing, like, obviously you want them to do better, but then it's like, I had other family members who want like revenge or want to see somebody who's in that position or who sold drugs to, whoever, to get justice. But at the same they may deal drugs or they may do this or do that. It's kind of it's an interesting dynamic, especially when you come into especially like in the hood. Now, I'm not from like the hood. I'm actually from the country, but I've seen a lot of different things in my life and experiences that something like that actually resonates with me.
They hearts grow colder, they love to do evil, they burn their conscience. I want the dealer's head who gave my cousin fentanyl. Labels exploiting rapping addicts, man, I'm sick of y'all. My daddy ran with Compton Chris, my uncle's...
Let's talk about that too. We do have, you got addicts in rap, that take all kinds of, they rap about pills and all of this stuff. And a lot of labels do exploit that. And that's kind of like, for quite a while, there's a huge trend. I think 2024 is different though. When we talk about just kind of the nature of the rap industry in 2024, there seems to be a shift to like, you gotta like, it feels like to me that you gotta have something to rap about, or you kind of be cast aside at this point, like something really to rap about.
Y'all, my daddy ran with Compton Chris, my uncle's Pyru. Stuck in the middle of this madness, what should I choose? I should be choosing between Howard and Hampton. I love the people that I ran with, but look at the damage. You want me put you on, but I know you still with the scamming. A crooked doctor took it.
Hold up. This is interesting because it talks about that choice, that fork in the road. What should you choose? You stuck in the middle of the madness. And what I should be choosing, I shouldn't have to worry about that. I shouldn't have to worry about, hey, should I be good or evil, or should I do this or that? Should I be in the streets or should I be home studying? I should be choosing between Howard and Hampton. I should be choosing between the most difficult decision I should have is like, okay, which college am I going to go to? How am I going to further myself? At least that's how I see it. I could be entirely wrong about this. So I just like listening to the music, and I think Lecrae is a hell of a rapper. And I love this, I love this, the kind of this duality between like, what should I do? Where should I go? What should I become? Especially when you're in the madness itself.
Should be choosing between Howard and Hampton. I love the people that I ran with, but look at the damage. You want me put you on, but I know you still with.
That's another thing. You got, depending on where you're from, you do, when you reach a certain status or level. I'm not saying I'm at any status or any level. I don't do shit, if I'm being real. But there's a lot of this is like this sense like, hey, when you get to a certain status or level, hey, bring me with you, put me on. But you got stuff like this, there's people that's still doing dirt. There's people that's still scamming in this case. And I feel like a lot of athletes experience this. So like a lot of like NFL, NBA athletes, you got people that run in circles with you, and they want you to be, they want you to put them on. And then it kind of bring you down. It brings some of these athletes down. And it's not. It's the fucked up thing about it is like, you want to do it. You want to bring people with you. You want to bring people up with you. It's like you want to bring them out of the dirt with you, but you gotta hope that they willing to see what you doing and have your best interest in mind as well. It's hard to do that though.
What should I choose? I should be choosing between Howard and Hampton. I love the people that I ran with, but look at the damage. You want me put you on, but I know you still with the scamming. A crooked doctor took advantage and hooked me on Xanax. This killer's sitting in a cell for taking somebody innocent, and they don't even feel no remorse. The worst ignorance. But when I take a look in the mirror, the blood of Uriah's on my hands, cause I'm that killer who had Bathsheba in his quarters. I'm that who let Eve taste the fruit of death. I'm dead sinner, I deserve death, along with all these liars and hypocrites, fake tough rappers who fabricate their predicaments, fake deep.
Ooh, now obviously Kendra said something like this: fake tough rappers who fabricate their predicaments. That could be a lot of different people. I think between this song and between what Kendrick was talking about with Watch Your Party Die, we talking about the industry as a whole. Now, I will say that my take on Watch Your Party Die had a lot to do with Drake. It really did. But after reflection, watching other reactors, watching just kind of the comments of other people, it's clearly more than that. And I think in the moment, I was kind of stuck on the whole Drake thing. But we talk about the industry as a whole, and just that sense that where are we? Where are we in the rap industry? Where should it be? Where has it gone? And then we got these fake people who fabricate their predicaments for money, for fame, and they're not really a part of the culture, or they don't have the same experiences. It's like they don't want they want to be somebody else just to be in the industry.
sinner, I deserve death, along with all these liars and hypocrites. Fake tough rappers who fabricate their predicaments. Fake deep guru pushing voodoo on the people, telling folks that my God ain't real. That's real evil. I wonder what Lecrae would do. Hopefully seek the hand of God and tell him that he's incapable. But truthfully, I'm nobody to judge. My good deeds are like some period blood stains on a dirty rug. All I can offer them is Jesus' love. I know it sound foolish to many, like, really? That's all you got for us? Yeah, the cross is foolish to the perishing. The world will call me weak and the saints will say I embarrass them.
Ooh, talk about that. The cross is foolish to the perishing. The world will call me weak and the saints will say I'll embarrass them. Isn't it like that though? Like when you take an approach to, in this case, his religion in this way, you know, there's a lot of people who may not appreciate his ability to communicate his faith in this manner. And then there's people who will listen to his songs and the words won't resonate with them. So you got this line that said the cross is foolish to the perishing. The people are dying. They in let's use the industry as an example here. We got, he talked about people, faking their predicaments, people, addicted to this and that. You talk to them about God and it's like, man, what are you talking about? Now, I'm not the most faithful person, but I can hear this. I can hear this and I can see it. I'm like, damn, it makes me think, it makes me reflect. And I think it's good that he talks about this because he's in this predicament. It's like, it's kind of like what he said earlier. He's in the middle here. He's in the middle where he talks about, like, I could talk to these people about the cross and they think, nah, that's bullshit. And then you got, the saints that he rocking with, like, nah, the way that you approach this isn't how it's supposed to be done. It's, it's interesting.
That's all you got for us? Yeah, the cross is foolish to the perishing. The world will call me weak and the saints will say I embarrass them. I walk the valleys full of evil, I'm aware of it. I can't condemn the world and burn all of the heretics. Love is patient, so I'm trusting in the narrative. And Christ ain't watched the party die, he died instead of it.
Woo! Hold up. I can't condemn the world and burn all the heretics. Love is patient, so I'm trusting in the narrative. And Christ ain't watched the party die, he died instead of it. He did say keep the party going. He turned that water into wine, Now I'm playing. But I think this is for lack of a better phrase or term here, I think this is almost like a beautiful response to Kendrick. And obviously Kendrick wasn't dissing Lecrae. But the mention in his song is relevant just simply because I think Kendrick talks about this. He's talked about this often recently. Like he like this almost like this duty to expose people, expose the industry versus and then in his last song he talked about, I want assault and battery. Like it's like there's that approach and then there's another approach. There's like, I wonder what Lecrae would do. And then Lecrae talks about it here. He said, I can't condemn the world and burn all the heretics. So he trusted in the narrative. He trusted in his faith. And he trusts that he didn't watch, in this case, Christ didn't watch the party die. He died instead of it. He died for these people who are sinners. And Lecrae, I have to trust in that. But he talked about it earlier. He says, I can't imagine Kendrick's position. Kendrick probably does have this sense of, like, a strong sense that he has to do something about the industry as a whole. Or, I mean, and a lot of this stuff can be translated to, world events, things that's going on in the world. But, we could get deep, we could reach, we could stretch, all that stuff. But for the most part, I think this is fantastic. I don't listen to a lot of Lecrae music, but I'm a new fan after this. I will say that.
He died instead of it.
That's it. Woo. Okay. Hey, I love that. Hey, y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments below. We obviously know that it was kind of, a big shot at the industry as a whole from Kendrick. Beautiful response, in my opinion, from Lecrae. Again, let me know in the comments below what y'all think, what else I should react to, or yeah, just say what's up. I appreciate y'all watching all the way through. Again, thank you for the 100 subscribers. Hopefully we keep this going. I'll keep cranking out content, and I'll see y'all in the next one.